Hi everybody, welcome back. It's been a long day. I'm feeling tired, I'm feeling stressed, and I just want to listen to some good music. Now, last week I put a poll on my Instagram to ask which album I should react to for this week because I'm only one person. I don't want to react to everything on the planet Earth. I'm just looking for some good music. And when I see a Friday lineup coming out with a bunch of artists that I don't listen to regularly, or maybe some artists that I'm not as interested in, I need some advice. So I've got the results here, and it came down to a tie between Fall Out Boy and Danny Brown and JPEG Mafia. And I'm a go with Danny Brown and JPEG Mafia. Not to say that I'm not a Fall Out Boy lover, I am. But for Danny Brown and JPEG Mafia, I do love a collaboration. I do love black people collaborating, and I want to see what they made. I'm curious about it. So let's look at this album. Let's see what's going on. We have 36 minutes. I love that. I feel like I'm a short album truther. Like, the shorter it is, the more I'm into it. Lean beef patty. Okay, this this looks really funny. Okay, I'm excited.
First off, fuck Elon Musk, $8 too much, this that's expensive. Put a hose in the back and the crack in the slack, my teeth is the leak that I meant to. This ain't what you want, no, this ain't what you want. Fuck that, I feel like Papa John.
Samples, I love. The playfulness, I also love. The changing of production, I love. I mean, it's only a minute and 46 seconds of a song, and I feel like it changed 4 times throughout that one song. I really like the space closer to the end where it kind of reminded me a little bit of like the beats that Pink Pantheress will be on. And I liked that this song had an evolution. I don't know why it's called Lean Beef Patty though, because they both, or at least JPEG raps so fast that I feel like I'm trying to catch up, and the production was so full that I wasn't really able to hear what he was saying and also listen to the song at the same time. I don't think I know what I just heard.
I ain't cut with that outside my brain fried. Don't do drugs, had 2 plus 1 test die. You know what? God will never be a shit for me.
This is the first song I've ever heard in all of my reacting where I wonder what the music would sound like if I wasn't using my shitty little Bluetooth speaker, because this sounds like it has so much potential. It makes me want to listen to it in a car. It makes me want to listen to it on like an actual setup of like stereo speakers. This sounds really good and vintage, and it reminds me a little bit of Andre 3000. There's an entire set of images that I feel like come with this song already, and I'm only 39 seconds in. That feeling that I was chasing of wanting to find a new good song, something that would uplift my spirits, like it's a beautiful sunny day outside, what's something that can match the energy of the day, you know, get me up there. This is it. This gets me excited for summer.
I need more time to myself, I don't need advice, I just need to be. Back in his face was the issue, bitch, they walking and walk the leash, fuck em. I can find a replacement for me. When I saw your page and I see you living life, respect for me.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, I still do not know what happened in that first song. Like, I don't know what happened to me, I don't know what happened to the track. I was just so stunned by everything that I heard. That's fire. That's fire. I'm thrilled by that. I love that. This song is phenomenal. It gets me excited to hear more in the rest of this album, and I need to keep going. This song feels like it's become a treatise of Twitter logic. Like, even the idea of scaring the hoes, you know, the phenomenon. That's a bit much. It is not a phenomenon. It's something that happens. That people just talk about. This song sounds like what that looks like. The intensity around those moments. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that this might be a song that's about playing the music that women want to hear, music that is a little bit more sensitive, music that's a little bit more slow, kind of like love songs, against the idea of playing music that is danceable, that'll give you an opportunity to be able to dance with them because they'll be like touching their toes. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm out of my depth on what the commentary is here. This is not something I experience in my daily life. Like, the hoes aren't scared of me. I get what they're saying. I get that there is like a critique on lovelessness, but I might just be deep in this too much because it doesn't have to be about the way the dynamics have changed in terms of like how men are meeting women. And it's not even something I want to talk about too much because I don't identify as either. So this feels like it's not my debate. Liberation is collective, but I don't want to be in this conversation.
You wanna be an MC? What the fuck you
I like the way that there is a crescendo to this song. I like that it's constantly elevating itself, and I'm only halfway through. I haven't even gotten to the end of it, but from what I'm seeing, we're starting off small and ending big. I love how this borders sometimes on almost unlistenable, which is intentional because there are so many parts of this song and the song before it, and mainly the first song as well, where I was like, I literally don't know what I'm hearing and I don't know if I can continue to listen because I can't identify anything. And then we go right back into something that I can connect with and that I understand in terms of the guitar, in terms of something that sounds more like a playable track. So it's like less experimental, I would say, that invites me back in. There's a depth to this. There's also a depth to having a conversation about rap music or hip hop music on a beat that is not that. This is funny.
Niggas don't rap no more, they just sell buttons. So I should probably went and start a line of bathroom. Eat your ass like I'm cannabis. I show up on your screen like telling evangelist.
There's an element of whimsy going on throughout this entire project. This song to me has so many funny jokes, which I'm sure the past songs do as well, and I just haven't been able to hear them as quickly or look up the lyrics and see them as fast. Of maybe their own personal experiences, of maybe their experiences of being in the music industry and what it's like to show up as a black man in the music industry. I mean, I can't really speak to that because I'll never really know, but something tells me that we are painting a portrait. I think there's something about this project that is endearing and intriguing. The production is masterful, and both of them are amazing artists in their own right, so it makes sense that when they come together on a collaboration project, they would make something like this. Something that is, in my eyes, experimental, but also full-bodied in the sense that the production is good, the lyrics are thought-provoking, intriguing, but also comical when they need to be, and that there is a sound and world that they are cultivating together on this project that I feel like I have no choice but to enter into. Like, there is no way for me to, I feel like, possibly misinterpret what they mean. And if there is any moment in which I am misinterpreting what they mean, the miscommunication is intentional.
Is it the cars, the clothes, the money, the jewelry, the crib, the drug of the hoe?
The music is alive with me. The music is literally alive with me. Like, I don't know how to explain how I'm feeling other than the fact that this is something that I am consuming as much as it is consuming me. It is an audible journey. The samples that they are using are being reworked in a way that is fresh and imaginative and gets me excited about the fact that they're using it and not nostalgic for the song that it originally is, because they are using prolific songs. What? What? I don't know what to say. We are producing and editing songs that sound like they're about to be a hip hop track, a Jersey club track, something that is bass heavy, something that you can dance to in the club. Then we also have songs that sound like rock manifestos about the relationships between possibly Black creators and their music. They are drawn out, the lyrics are more confessional. And then we have tracks like the beginning of this album that are completely immersive. And I honestly feel like I blacked that out. I couldn't even tell you. I can't tell you anything about that track because I was just so transfixed by it. And it really opened up my ability to hear the rest of this album and embrace it with a level of creativity and understanding that I may not be able to perceive everything that I want to glean from this album at this point in time. This is something that I think would have a lot of replay value in commercial spaces. What is perfect? I feel like I'm so out of my depth in terms of what they're talking about because I'm really not that chronically online, you know. Let's talk about the lyrics. Let's talk about the fact that sometimes the lyrics are comical. The way that it's being spoken to me, it's necessary that I listen.
Give me that Nancy, give me that Rue, give me that Barbara, check out the truth. I feel like Joe when I slip in the...
I could sit here for years and try and dissect what they're saying lyrically. I'm never going to get all the references. I'm never going to be able to add it all up because I don't play video games either, which I feel like there's a lot of gamer culture going on in here. Even like the horns and the bass of the track, it sounds like we're about to see like a versus against two characters. In my imagination, it was Lord Farquaad versus Shrek because the horns are just making me think of that regality. And also the nostalgia of this entire project has me put in that specific point in time. I don't know if you're familiar with the process of data bending. I'll include a photo as well, but it's the process of like distorting and manipulating files so that they look distorted. They look like they have like glitches to them. And this project sounds like a glitch from the past. That was nice.
Shut the fuck up talking to me. I don't rap circles, rap niggas like only later and rankers. You're vampires. Always fight interceptors. Shit, there ain't no discussion. Concussion, just try to touch them up.
You already know how I feel about 2 tracks in 1. I love it because our attention spans are getting shorter. I need to have a little bit more variety and versatility. And if you're not going to give me like a banger 3 minutes where I'm like, wow, I could really live, die, eat, sleep in this, then switch it up. Have a little fun.
Take the bottle, take round on the shadow, all these voices in my head, and my brain all scattered.
I shit you out, be like Cyber Buffer and all these problems. You snag the bitch up like Prodigy when you big with Garland. Just let me ride like D.R.E. I'll fuck you dirty buses and post on PTT.
I love Muddy Waters. I think that Shut Your Bitch Ass Up was a good intro to that because it was a little bit more conversational. It felt like you could have used like excerpts from movies and stuff like that, and it brought me into that song with a questioning ear. And then by the time I got to Muddy Waters, I was ready for the beat. I was ready for the smoothness. I was ready for a calmer voice because I do feel like there is a large portion of this album where it's loud. They are yelling at me and the beat is loud. So I love taking a little break from that.
You think you know what you are?
Wait, what? Why did I flinch like someone took a picture of me? Okay, that just goes to show how immersive this project is because I was like, ooh, whose phone's going off like that? You know, what's my face look like? What am I wearing? What's going on?
Can't feel my face, I'm these narcotics. I take her this face on autopilot. Ain't been ride that thing like a rodeo. Up that Casamigos, got her taco dripping on the floor. If the mission people tell them chill before we up that house.
That felt like the closest depiction of what they could have between these two artists that they were talking about in terms of like love songs in Scaring the Hoes.
I take her this face on autopilot. I've been rolling all night saying that I'm geeked up.
I love how Again, nostalgic it is. I'm pretty sure that's a sample again, even though I don't know the song, or I can't think of it. It's not like jogging my memories easily. I love how calming the track is in contradiction to how fast and clipped and even like high pitched they are speaking.
Nick Chopper, catching size in his man like he is overtime, and I'm still taking threes. I see the lies and I'm
I feel like I've been glitching too throughout this entire video because this is so soft, so sweet. It sounds like Seasons. I mean, I feel like this entire album has been a compromise between the roughness of, this might be an overreach, but I feel like the roughness of certain exteriors and the softness of the interiors that actually permeate this world. It's very close to Orange Juice Jones in the way that I feel very held and loved and comforted by the harmonies that I'm hearing in the background, the way those harmonies are then chopped up in a way that plays with us a little bit, and when we think it's going to come in, when we think it's going to leave. I don't play Kingdom Hearts. So again, I'm like, there's more references that I don't necessarily have the context for. I do feel like whatever world they're building is not one that I have to be in outside of listening to this project alone. This track is so loud. There's samples that are happening as they're talking. What are you supposed to listen to other than to just be immersed by it, to pick out when you want to listen to the production and when you want to listen to them speaking? I think there's a retelling of their own personal experiences that's shrouded a little bit in humor, but that comes out in the juxtaposition sometimes of the track that they have and the things that they're saying. If not in the words specifically, I feel like in this song, I don't know, it sounds religious, it sounds like a choir, I'm not sure if it is gospel. And then you have Bible jokes, or not really Bible jokes, but like a little bit of screaming obscenities mixed in with Bible jargon that could be seen as taboo happening at the same time. I mean, it certainly does sound like Run the Jewels. I love Run the Jewels. I actually have a reaction from them. I could put it up there. It's a long time ago though, so I don't really know what I'm saying. But it does sound like Run the Jewels, and I like that they have a little bit of a caveat like that with just the name of an artist and maybe something that sounds similar to them that you can enjoy that's also in theme with the rest of this album. We are definitely talking about the state of music as it is, the state of different artists as it is, the state of who gets to be the mascot for an industry that is consumed by other types of people.
My bitch, she's so perfect and bad.
HOE, Heaven on Earth. Heaven on Earth. The way they talk about women, they're not making love songs either. But I think there is a glimpse of respectability that I'm seeing that gets me to question, especially with the title of this song, Heaven on Earth, how they process their own romantic relationships in their lives.
Only your church was
somebody pays. No hope of the future, we stuck in the pain.
I'm of the belief that there is absolutely no way that you can listen to this once and make a video about all the elements of this without doing research at the same time, digging into each and every lyric, listening to maybe even the instrumental version of each track, because there's so much going on.
We named this one JPEG.
And it's happening in such a short amount of time that it forces me to take repeated listens and to really come in to my own thoughts and understandings. All of that to say that I am still floored by this project.
My double fist, the cat. Don't need no penny, no baby like bitch. Who that? I got top on the phone.
Yeah, masterfully produced. I think they said everything they needed to say in the time that they needed to say it, which is important.
That bitch let anybody in, she like the army. Off top on your bitch like Darby. I fuck your
Bitch don't know her name, but I won't get into it. Honey on my nightstand, cause I'm so generous.
Okay, my top 4 actually, in no particular order, have to be Steppa Pig, Fentanyl Tester, Orange Juice Jones, and Kingdom Hearts. This album is very reflective of the time that we're in. I think that a lot of things have been corrupted. The music industry has been kind of corrupted, whether that's with streaming or awards or whatever. And I feel like this is a concise reaction to dealing with your place in that industry, dealing with your place among music, dealing with your place even among history, and the histories of this music, the histories of concert life, the histories of, like, in Fentanyl Tester, and maybe a little bit in like Garbage Pail Kids, and like the idea of, you know, having this album being played and feeling like you're at the concert right now, listening to them say it to you. You can almost imagine what that venue would feel like, what the crowd would feel like. There's no way I don't get an immediate glimpse of who would show up and what the energy in the room would be. That's all I have for you. Thank you for showing up today. As always, if you want to vote, you know where you need to go to vote for any sort of moment like this. And I'm excited to keep doing more of these, and I'll see you in the next one.